Hi everyone, I'm Farmer Jolly and welcome back to our vintage series on Polenye. Now, a lot has happened since the last episode. All of our fields are harvested, both the mustard and the 3 wheat. Everything has been baled and most of the fields have had the bales taken back to the farm, except for the last field, which has 2.5-ish full trailers. Well, obviously it's not a full trailer if it's half a trailer. But in the meantime, I've taken out this massive cultivating contract. This field is huge. We are nearly done. But it's going to pay us a whopping £17,000, which is absolutely amazing. Now, I've done this contract for, well, I was going to say for one main reason, but really it's two main reasons. The first one is we've only got £400, which isn't very good. So I've done it to boost how much money we've got, but also we've got a lot of silage, which isn't worth masses. We've got a lot of straw, which again isn't worth masses, and our grass fields are ready to harvest. So we can make some hay bales. And once we've got the hay bales, we've then got all of the equipment and everything except for the mineral feed to make TMR for the cows, which we don't have yet, but we'll probably get. Because I think we've got a dairy on site. I say on site, at the farm. So we might as well get some cows. Now, it does say contract finished, but we've done so much, we might as well just finish this. These last few passes, I think there's only about 2. So we'll get those done, collect the money, and then we've got to get this tractor back to the farm. We've got to get the combine back and figure out where we're going to park it, because we've had to use the combine shed for the straw bales. We've then also got to get the, I think I've got the John Deere on the trailer. So that's still over at the field. We've also got the International tractor at the field with the baler on. And we've also got the Landini at the field with the hay, with the bale trailer. So every tractor that we've got, except for our fertilizing tractor, is out, and most of them are at the same field. So it's going to be a bit of a not challenge, but a bit time consuming getting them all back to the farm. But we have made so much crop, it is ridiculous. What we'll do is I'm not going to show how much we've made until everything is back in the silo. So we've got one wheat trailer left, which is, like I say, is at the field. We'll get that unloaded and then we'll jump into the menu and see exactly how much we've made of everything. But it's a lot. When we come to sell, it's going to take quite a long time, and we should get quite a lot of money, which is brilliant because I would love to upgrade the combine at some point and get the telehandler. But as this is the vintage series, we need to try, well, we need to keep, I thought I'd lifted this up. There we go. We need to keep the age of all of our vehicles and equipment under, or built before the year 2000, which so far we've done, and we've got a lot of equipment lined up that we can get that will fall into that category, which is amazing. And the combine that I'm looking at does fit that criteria. So I'm going to get this back to the farm and the other tractors. So I will see you when we're bringing the last load of bales to the farm, and we can see how many bales we've actually made. And again, that's a lot just from 5 fields. Right, so it's one final load. So we've got 42,000 litres of straw, and this field is done. But let's really quickly collect the contract money. So we've got £17,390 from that, which is amazing. It was a massive contract, and it took ages, but it was definitely worth it. So we'll get this trailer back and unloaded, but we've done very well for straw and crop yield. It was amazing. I'm shocked how much we got and how much we will get when we sell it at the right time. But we need to remember to sell them at the right time. But we are going to get a lot of money. Now, I do have the hire purchase mod and the enhanced loan system mod active, which I was going to take out the loan to get the cows, but I don't think we need to at the moment. But I'm not sure whether it would be beneficial to potentially take out a loan to buy vehicles if we need to, or hire purchase them. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Should we either hire purchase vehicles, or if we need something, take out a loan for it, or both, or neither? Let me know. I'm not sure whether, obviously, taking out a loan and then hire purchasing it, I think, is a little bit counterproductive. I don't see the point really in taking out the loan to then pay more for the vehicle. I think it would be better to just take out a bigger loan. But let me know down in the comments, should we use the loan system or the hire purchase mod, or both? They are both active, but we won't use them until either people want me to use them or don't want me to use them. So these are all of our straw bales. Just let the game save. We've got loads, so let's take the straps off there. There we go. So we can now turn this engine off, and if we jump out, we've got 102 straw bales. So we've had to move the combine over one, but it's going to work. Ideally, if we had a telehandler, we would put them just around here, up there, at that tip point just up there that is in the center of the screen. That is a bale store, which would be ideal, but we need a telehandler to be able to reach it. Now, before we move on to the next month, let's have a look at how much we've actually got. So the easiest way to do it, in my opinion, is to go on the time-saving stock check. So we've got 6,530 litres of canola, which if we sell correctly will give us about 8.5 grand. Eggs, they're producing slowly. Just leave them ticking along. The silage here, it's only worth about £15,000. And the straw, we've got 306,000 litres of straw. But again, that's only worth 30,000. Summer barley, we've got 10,799 litres, which is £7,361. But what is better is our summer wheat. We've got just over 49,500 litres, which is over £36,000. And the mustard, that was brilliant, because we got just over 25,500 litres, which if we sell in December, which isn't that far away, we will get over £33,500 just from the mustard. And we had 2 fields of mustard and 3 of the summer wheat, so that was really good. I think we should plant mustard in the 3 large fields, and then probably wheat in the others. But I am astounded, because that's the summer wheat and the mustard alone would pay for the brand new combine. And the combine that I'm looking at, we don't need it just yet, but it would be nice. The combine I'm looking at is this, the Class Ford Dominator. It is 1994, so it fits in the age range, but it just looks amazing. And what's even better is we're going to increase the working width. We can go from 5 up to 5.1 meters, but then over time we can upgrade to 7.7 and even 8.5, and we can get a corn header. Whereas for the combine we've got at the moment, it is just a 4 meter grain header, and that is it. But typically it's not going to appear in the sale. But anyway, let's sleep. I think we can get to it from around here. Yep. So let's sleep until 8 o'clock's fine. So we're going to have to cut the grass fields and get some hay. Brilliant. But what's wrong with the sheep and the chickens? So they've got meadow grass. Maybe it's just because they've not got normal grass. And the chickens have absolutely no food. Let's give them some of the wheat. I don't really want to. Oh, let's not run into our equipment. Yeah, I don't really want to use our wheat, but I think we're going to have to. I don't know. Can they eat... Actually, can they eat barley? Oh, that's interesting, because they need base food and grain. So what do they actually need? Where are the animals? Is it going to tell me? Here, animals, chickens. So they do eat barley. So let's take some barley. I need to see where do we fill the chickens' food up from? Is it over here? So that's our egg pallet. Yes, we can drop it there. So I need to look into, we've got a realistic livestock mod. We've got that installed. But I don't actually know what food the chickens need. So we can obviously feed them with this, and this is going horribly wrong. I think, is this our cow pasture? I think it is. This is a chat. I really went the wrong way with this. Let's see if we can try to get the trailer over. I suppose I could open the gate. Let's do that. Yes, that's obviously going to be the cow field. Right, here we go. That's better. So the plan is that we will oh, it's already full. Yeah, there you go. So that's base food. So I don't know what the grain is, but it's 70% effective, so that will be fine. So let's turn around in the cow field, and then I suppose we could potentially set a worker off on mowing the fields. Let's just close this gate. There we go. And we can go and put this back. They crash into the wall. There we go. So we can go and put this back under here. But there is a lot that we need to do in order to get the cows. So let's use this tractor. We'll fill it up just around here, because this can take 2 pieces of equipment over. There we go. Let's put some diesel in. There we go, like that. So we definitely need to take the tedder, and we need the mower. So I believe this is the tedder. So we'll put that on the front. And then turn ourselves round. Grab the mower. And, oh, actually, let's lift that up so we don't damage it. There we go. And up. And let's head on over. So we've got 2 grass fields, so we'll drop the tedder off and then run the mower. And we can actually, why are we going this way? Let's use our sneaky little cut through that we used in the when we were last doing the silage. So we come straight down here. I'd nearly forgotten about this. So then we can turn here. It's easier without the trailer. And down this side. Past this tight tree. There we go. So this is our field, so let's drop the header off there. Now I'm hoping that the worker is going to be able to do this, so let's just pull into the field. AI worker, okay, go. Field not ready. What? But it says ready to harvest. Okay, right, that's a pain. I don't know why it says not ready to harvest. Okay. Let's put the steering assist on. Let's drop it down and I will get this field done. And hopefully the worker will be able to ted the field, and while it's doing that, we can hopefully get or start sorting the rest of the stuff out for the cows, because we need to give them straw and get the bedding all sorted and find some cows. It shouldn't take us too long, so I will see you in a bit. Right, so we've finally got the first field finished, but I do not know if we're going to be able to use a worker for heading it or not. I'm really hoping we can, because that means, probably should lower that down first though. That means we can start sorting out the, oh, we'll just run it over as well. We can start getting the cows all sorted. I know I don't have access to this land, but that's not the land I want to use. I want to do it on this land, please. Please work. That's a very promising sign. I'm going to just jump out. There we go. So I think that's going to be hay. I hope. We will find out. But while that's doing that, let's see. Let's have a look here. Where's the animal dealer? So I don't actually know where the animal dealer is, or even if there is one on the map. I'm hoping there is. I don't actually think there is. Okay. Because that's just the vehicle shop. That's a sell point. That's water. Sell point, train, sell point, sawmill. So I don't think there is. So in that case, where is the animal trigger? Is it around here? Yes. So that is a very good price. We don't want to get loads of cows. We're going to go for dairy cows. So I think, oh, okay, so we can actually see messages. So I think we're going to get this one, and this. So how much is that going to cost us? £4,000. Let's do it. 3 animals were bought, so they should. Are they outside? Let's have a look. There they are. So we've got one just down here. And that is the one cow. There should be... So where's the bull? There. It's only young at the moment. But that will be fine. So we need to now... While that worker is busy tedding the field, we need to get this tractor moved and get some straw bales back out so we can put some bedding down for them. So let's grab the front loader. I don't know how much they're going to take, or even if we're going to need to use the bale shredder that we've got. It's a shame there's no animal dealer, because we've got a livestock trailer. We obviously can't use the livestock trailer if we don't need to go and collect them from anywhere. So I think we'll start off. We'll just get a few bales out. So can I do it from here? Yep. So let's get out 4. There you go. Now, we have got multiple tractors ready if we do need the bale shredder. So can we take 2 at a time? Yes. I think 2 will be absolutely fine. I think 4 might be a challenge. So if I drop these here, that's not going to do anything. So it's there. So let's... Oh, no, they are still there. I thought they'd take them then. That, I believe, is the manure point. So I think that's just an unload trigger. Set the game save. There we go. So this, yeah, that's an unload trigger. So let's Okay, we'll get the little tractor. Just because everything is locked in. Oops. Not the button I wanted. There we go. Ooh, I forgot this tractor was loud. Let's not do that in cab. I'm really hoping this tractor can actually pick up the straw blower. Okay, so that's a good sign. Now, I'm going to have to bring up the HUD because I don't actually know how this works. So that can go there. Now, let's try and get ourselves positioned here. Yeah, we'll grab these bales. Oops, we'll do one at a time. Now, this is going to be interesting. How do we do this? Okay. That is working. So, I think this is going to take quite a long time. We'll get one bale in and we'll see. Let's have a quick look. What are the cows looking like? So, that's going to take quite a lot of straw. Right. I'm going to crack on and get this filled with straw. I'll see you in a bit. Right. So it took just over 8 bales to fill straw, but the cows now have a nice bed. I should have gone around the other side of that trailer, but it's fine. I'm really hoping that this is going to give us hay bales. If it does grass, I am at a loss as to what we need to do, but I'm really hoping it's going to give us the hay bales. We are playing with realistic weather, so that might have something to do with it, but I've never made hay bales with this mod installed, so it's going to be interesting. So let's turn everything on and let's see. It's grass. Right, let's turn that off. So it says it's been... How do we turn this into grass? I'm confused. If anyone knows how we can turn this into hay, please let me know, because I don't want to have to buy hay bales, but I think we're going to have to just buy a couple. We could also do... We need some mineral feed, so we'll get 1 bag of mineral feed. Let's... Where is it? Hay. Is it under... It's not under consumables. Food? Nope. Bales. So, should we get 2 bales? Yep. And we could also do with a bucket for the front loader, because we don't actually have one. So even though we made a lot of money, is there a cheaper bucket? No. Because that's technically what we should use. But we're going to have to do this, because I think that does silage. Yes, I can see it just there. So, there we go. Let's leave that here. Oh, wrong button again. So we've got a lot of stuff to bring back. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this trailer that's just over here, because I need this pallet for, oops, to get the bales and the mineral feed on. But then we're going to need an empty front loader to get the bucket. So if we take the trailer, we'll be able to, and there's a car there, isn't there? Oh no, we just hit a post. Let's just see if we can get round. If anyone wants to keep track of how many times I've crashed, that is definitely a crash. So the last thing we'll do in this episode will be to make some TMR for the cows, because they are definitely going to need it. We've also got quite a lot of wool pallets as well, which is really good to see. There's 4 full pallets and I think half. So we could at some point look at putting some productions down, because a tailor mill might be a really good idea. But then again, is that too modern for us to have our own spinnery? It might be. Anyway, moment we've got a dairy, but we need to get some milk for the cows. So let's take this off. Let's go back in the cab and let's see. Oh, that's one bale, sort of. Let's just nudge the trailer there. So technically, I suppose that is another crash. Okay, so I've not thought this through, because that is now in a really awkward position. So let's try and balance it out and load everything else onto the back. I think that's the best way of doing this. So we've got one bale at the front, one bale at the back. So the trailer is now level. Let's get the mineral feed. Oh, game saving again. Oh, that did not work. Right, let's come out of the cab and let's just zoom in a bit, because there we go. That's better. So if we now just disconnect that, and we can then grab the bucket. Right, that's going a bit more according to plan now. So I will see you when we are loading up the materials, the feed, to make some TMR. So I'll see you in a bit. Right, so in theory, this should bring everything in line. I'm hoping. Okay, so we just need a little bit more silage. And we should then be good. We've got everything else in. We've got one hay bale, one straw bale, some of the mineral feed, and this will be the third load of silage. But I don't think it's going to take all of it. There you go. So hopefully we've got enough space to add this to get the TMR. And then we can feed the cows, which will be the last thing we do for this episode. Yep, there we go. Everything is green, which means we've got TMR. So let's drop this down, turn the engine off, and now 86%. So let's see. We're just gonna knock into that pallet. That's okay. Now where's the? Here we go. Unload. We're unloading the wrong side. Let's change that tip side to right. There we go. That is better. And they now have just over 11,000 litres of TMR. So we're going to end the episode there. But as always, thank you very much for watching. I really do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, it would mean a lot if you could hit that like button, and hopefully we'll see you back here for the next episode. Thanks again for watching, and bye for now.